So you want a psychic reading, yeah? Well, like, I'm a psychic. Okay, I got my guides. I got my clear purification crystals. I got my magic wand. We're protected. And I got my magic box. Okay? So, like, I'm a psychic, and I'm going to, like, tune into you. I'm going to tune into you. So just, like, stay clear in your mind and, like, hold a high vibration, alright? My guides are telling me that, like, you're low on B12 and that you're going to have to get your B12 from eggs and from honey and from meat. So, like, I heard you're vegan, right? Like, you're just going to have to stop that shit. And my guides are just telling me, like, this is what you're going to have to do. No. No. Don't argue with me and my guides, okay? Like, honestly, fuck. I don't think being vegan is sustainable. I just don't. Dude, the world eats animals, okay? Ugh. I've met so many vegans who were, like, frail, and, like, I was vegan once, and I just, like, yeah, the animals and everything, like, yeah, the animals, but it's like, humans need to live, that by any means, you know? You don't get it, do you? That's alright. I'm really happy that I get it. Oh, I thought this out a long time ago. I made this decision with a lot of consideration. I decided to go vegan for amazing reasons of ethics and health and the planet. And so, that's what my guides are telling me. Meow! Meow! The cat god is calling me. Meow! Yeah. I was vegan once, but it just didn't work out. Like, it just didn't. Like, I believed in the animals and all, but it was just like, I just need meat. I need flesh, you know? And, like, one time I knew this vegan, and, like, he was so hardcore for, like, 17 fucking years. So then he goes to, like, a luau, and, like, so in order to be, like, respectful to, like, you know, the elders at the luau, he ate the pig that was cooked in the dirt. Like, it was offered to him by one of the kids. And, like, so I think you ought to be open to the same thing, too. Like, with your vegan lifestyle. Wow, girl. That anger that you express, it's the epitome of the anger and the suffering of the dead animals. I'm more of an energetic experience. Wow, girl. Don't you think that I took the time to give this lifestyle a lot of research, a lot of thought, a lot of consideration, okay? I didn't just do this for a diet or a fad or a whimsical whim or to be popular or to do what's hip. I did this out of my own decision of ethics. And there happens to be health benefits with it, too, so. You know, I wish my kids ate fruit and salad. They're always, like, trying to, like, pig out on junk food and stuff. I just don't get it. Nah. Well, I need my meat, and you're gonna have to eat steak. You're gonna have to eat fish. You're gonna have to eat cheese. You're gonna have to eat sour cream. You vegans just can't survive. Okay, like, I know so many frail, weak, etherical, spiritual vegans, and then they always end up, like, binging on meat at some point in their life. It's just so deficient. I just felt so tired. I didn't know where to get my iron. I didn't know where to get my B12. I just ate chocolate chip vegan cookies all the time. Okay, so it's not like you're gonna convince me. I understand that you don't understand. That's right, class. And what you're going to learn on this journey of cleansing your colon and colon hydrotherapy is that we're infinite beings. We're absolutely infinite, which means we ought not buy into a label or an ism. Hey, as a matter of fact, you act like an ism. Veganism! You're trying to fit yourself into this box. You think you can only eat plant-based foods? You think that you're gonna like be so strict as to not use any animal products and never wear leather or never wear suede or never eat honey when it's everywhere in the world? Why don't you just eat everything and then be infinite? When you're into veganism, you're putting yourself in a box. And people don't like vegans. They think you're elitist. They think you think you're better than others. They think you're trying to push your ways on others. So don't be a vegan. Don't be into veganism. Don't. Just be infinite. Infinite. Listen to what I say and buy my book. All right? Excuse me, Miss Colon Cleanse? You said at the beginning of this colon cleanse that there's no dairy allowed, that there's no meat allowed because obviously they're toxic to your body. Dairy, pus, blood, and mucus creates mucus in the colon, and since we're cleaning our colons, that's not allowed, right? It's like, hello, your cleanse is pretty much vegan. There's a really special reason why you didn't want there to be animal flesh and animal secretions in this cleanse because you said yourself it's counteractive. Do you call that being an ism? I call that being wise. And when I say that, it's with love. Namaste. I'm angry. You triggered me.
You know, my child. You know, I took him to a petting zoo, you know, and there was a sign there that said, these animals are not to be eaten.
What you really need to do is bring your kids to a slaughterhouse and see how animals are treated. You know, the ones that eat on your plate, you know, the ones that are disguised with names like hamburger and steak and chops and all that shit and nuggets and stuff. All right? You know, your kid needs to see how animals are really, really treated so your kid doesn't eat even animals anyway.
Nah, don't tell me that. Yeah, I know it's true, but like, duh, just like, don't say it because there's still people like me who like do that, okay?
Oh, so if you can't hear about it, why do you eat it and put it in your body? Huh?
It's good for you. It's good for you. That's what they told me.
Not gonna convince me. You're just looking for other reasons to back up your habits that are actually not that conducive to your needs. And I get it. It's really a magnificent thing when you understand with another human being like what really goes on with the way that animals are treated when it comes to the animal product food industry. Alright? Just gonna plant a seed. Alright, so have you ever had any experiences like that, fellow vegans, where people are trying to dominate you and, you know, force their ways on you? Well, I just wanted to talk to you and offer some consolation, if that might help at all, because for me to have gotten through those experiences, you know, I had to really understand that they didn't understand my lifestyle. You know, they probably didn't study nutrition. Like the vegans who thrive have studied nutrition, studied the body, studied what we need, minerals, vitamins. You know, when people come from that place, there's also sometimes insecurity. They know that you're doing something that's ethical and provocative and progressive. And even if they had been a vegan once with an ethical, you know, inspiration, and then they went back because of the way that, you know, humans, they say, need to just like survive or whatnot. they know deep down, if they've done it already, that animals are treated very poorly in slaughterhouses. So I know sometimes people like to defend their choices of eating animals by being attacking and being aggressive and trying to convince you of their way. And they also know that the effort that it takes is magnificent and huge, and that can be scary for them. I feel like to get through these kinds of things takes confidence. Confidence takes loving yourself. Confidence in loving yourself is knowing why you've done this, why you've made this choice, that you love yourself for doing this. Not everybody's gonna get it, and some people will act like bullies, but you know, just be yourself. That's all I could say. Just express yourself. Yeah, the way to get through it is know the reason why you did this. You know, and know that you're loving yourself in this process. Know what you're doing for the animals. Know what you're doing for the planet. You know, this might not even bother you, but there's stages where it happens and we're human, and yeah, it can really be piss-offy. You know, it can definitely piss a person off. So, you know, the best thing you can do is share your education, or blast them with your education. Blast them with your nutrition facts, you know, and just be yourself, you know, and just do your best to be calm.